Good morning, guys. How are you all? I don't know if you can hear me. The voice is clear or not. Thank you. Good morning, Sophia. Thank you for being. Good morning, brother Chuck. Yeah, good morning, Partator. Good morning. Good afternoon, brother. Oh, that's cool. Thank you. Hey, Dolphus. How are you, brother? You are lost already, brother. I don't see your name. Sophia, yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, boys. Yeah, boys. ST. Morning, brother. Bom dia, Kuva. So, even good morning, brother. Paddy, thanks for the penguin and good morning. Jamil, bom dia, brother. Tudo bem? Tudo. Mas good. Good morning, Prince. Thank you so much, guys, for letting me know that you can hear me. At the same time, please make sure that you have pushed the like button. All of you, okay? 37 people. All of them, please push the like button. Can you make it 37 likes? Like 37 people are watching, 37 likes. That or 12 likes out of 39 people. Can you please make it 39? Hey, Mar. Good morning, brother. Jeffrey, good morning. Thanks for the penguin, man. Good. Thank you so much, guys, for being over here. Oh man, today's Wednesday over here, and you can see that we had some kind of non-farm employment change around 8:15, which is gone already. Right now, we have another news around 10 a.m. New York local time, EMI. According to the rules, you know that no trade is valid before 10 a.m. Please remember that it's all we are doing a low probable area to trade. Even though the first 2 days on December was so good, still this is a low probability. The zone is low probability. Anytime this market can start to react weirdly. So please make sure that you're not over trading, you're not over leveraging, you're not making things complicated, you're not staring on the chart. Staring to the chart for a long time, like started to watch the market from Asia session and you are going to stop watching the market after the market close. So it's kind of like 23 hours. Please don't do that. Of that, try to be here in front of the session, in front of the chart, around the session. Best case of scenario. The more you will look or stare at the chart, the more you will make the delay for your success. I promise you, brother, it's never gonna change. The human brain is not capable to catch all the reaction, all the price action, hours after hours or after hours. It's not possible. Human brain is not manufactured by that way. So the more you will stare at the chart to the chart, it's gonna make more delay to your success. Try to be in front of the chart for a limited period of time. Rest of the time, enjoy your life. Something else. Give the time to your family, friends. Do anything else instead of watching the market. I promise you, brother, I don't look at the chart. I just look at the chart when I get up early in the morning. I just open my phone, just open the trading view chart my phone, just take a look what is happening, how this is working. That's all. Except that I don't watch the market before the session, like right now. Sometimes on the Discord, I see some of you share the 7 a.m. kill zone into yours, the London session. I just open the chart again, not from my phone. I sorry, laptop from my phone. Open it, watch it. Okay, was that valid or not? If it was valid, I feel good. If it is not valid, and I feel like I should give you the reply, I give you the reply. Otherwise, I just skip that. I don't start to read the market. I don't do that. If I am not dreaming. Some days I would take break, even not to stare at the market while I know it's a low probable area. The more you will look at it, the more delay you will make to your success. I promise there is no option, there is no exchange, there is no other ways. Look at the chart, try to make it as small as possible. Just come in front of the chart while it is time, trade. Instead of that, don't look at the chart. It's a habit, it's an addiction. Try to get rid of this addiction. If you are thinking about a trade, if you are interested to watch something is very specific, okay, I'm interested to see how the market is going to work in between 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. I'm interested to watch it. Just I'm trying to figure it out how it is working in that time frame. You are always welcome. But if you are thinking that if there is a possibility I will take a trade, it means you're reading the market. Don't read the market. It will destroy your best opportunity to take the entry, best opportunity to find out the model, best opportunity to be patient, best opportunity to be disciplined. It will destroy everything. I don't know how long it will take for you guys to understand what I'm saying to you. I have no idea. But trust me, whoever is going to listen to me without any question, your success is very near to you. And whoever is thinking, oh, this guy is bullshit, let him talk. He keep talking. You're always welcome for your losing streak. I don't have any problem, right? Your money, you are losing it. What is my problem? I don't have any problem. However, I hope that some of you at least got something from this small rant chat. This is the Wednesday. We have 10 a.m. news. This PMI news. No trade is valid before PMI. If you'd love to push the button before 10 a.m., that should be only the first presented fair value gap entry. Except that one, no beautiful setup, no best setup, no nothing is valid. But they told the same thing on Monday, where we had the PMI around 10 as well. We didn't get not even a single reaction around that news. I don't care. That day didn't give the reaction. It doesn't mean that today it's not going to give me the reaction as well. It can be a hugely bad price action around that area, huge week, huge candle. It can happen anytime. Nobody knows that when it is going to happen. Nobody knows that. Don't gamble. Red folder news trading means gambling. If it is medium impact news and that is not that much important, sometimes we trade, right? Sometimes we break the rules. Medium impact news, we go for that. We don't care about the normal news. We only care about the medium impact news and red folder news. So for example, tomorrow Thursday we have around like, actually we don't have any, but if there is a medium impact news around 10 and we feel like okay, that news doesn't have any impact on the in chart, we can trade over there. But if there is red folder news, no trade is valid. A very bold statement, no confusion, nothing. There is the best setup. I don't give a shit. Either do the paper trade, even I don't recommend that. Just watch the market, just watch it, enjoy the price. After 10, it will never give you an opportunity, never take an entry. But if it give you the end opportunity after 10, go for the trade. Before 10, no trade is valid. I hope my point is clear. Still, those people who would love to trade, you are always welcome. So uh the weekly chart, yesterday brother, you didn't do the weekly analysis or pre-market analysis. However, remember this new week opening gap, which is now old because it has been created 20th of October 2025. Why did you keep that gap over here? Because you don't keep the gap more than 5 weeks. It's not that type of rules. A new week opening gap or new day opening gap, you can keep until 6 trading days. 60, not 6 actually. 60 trading days. You can keep them on your chart. I love to keep them for 5 weeks maximum. That means almost 35 to 40 days, something like that. But you can use a old week opening gap or old day opening gap for 60 trading days. Not 60 days, 60 trading days. 1 week is 5 trading days if it's a normal week. So you can keep it, you can keep using them until 60 trading days. I don't do that, but this time it is important to me just because I don't have a gap here from the weekly chart. If this wick or that candle wouldn't cover, like it wouldn't do the immediate rebalance over here. Instead of that, there is a gap, small gap from the weekly chart. I wouldn't mark this gap or the new wick opening gap. Instead of that, I would be able to use that small bearish gap for my price action. But as I don't have that opportunity, I have two opportunity here. Either I will make the quadrant level of that week, which I'm still learning. I have no idea if I will be able to be master of the quadrant level or not. I have no idea about that. I'm still studying the quadrant level, and the rest of the things I have here is that old week opening gap. That is why the old week opening gap is still over here on my chart, uh, because the reason I have just explained. So from the weekly chart, I told you that if the weekly candle close above this volume imbalance over here, I will start to look for new all-time high. Until this candle is not going to close above this line or above this gap, I will keep looking for selling opportunity from the 50% or the CE, consequent encroachment of that opening gap or new week opening gap, old week opening gap, whatever you say. I will start to look for sell from the 50% of that area. Now it went higher, trade the upper quadrant, still I'm bearish. But brother, it seems like a bullish market. I am also bullish. If the body close above this gap, then I will start to look for buy. So I will be wrong if it is a bullish market. Think like that way. It's a bullish market. I will be wrong until this market is not going to close above that high, above that gap high. I will be wrong over there. And I'm going to accept that. But until it is not going to close above this line, I'm not bullish. I'm bearish from my weekly chart. I'm not talking about 15-minute chart, 1-minute chart, hourly chart. I'm talking about the weekly bias. So I'm expecting this weekly market is going to fall again, is going to fall again to clear some liquidity, and then we'll trade this gap. That is my still expectation. I'm still expecting this is going to happen until the body is not going to close above this gap. When it will close above that gap, okay, yeah, I will change the bias. Okay, no more bearishness. Let's start to look for bullishness again. But until then, I'm bearish every single day from the weekly chart. This is the daily chart. If you guys remember, that was the gap. I'm just not marking it. You guys can keep, I mean, you can mark it. If you guys remember, in that specific day, I told that from the daily chart, I would love to see this will hold the market, send it higher until the 50% of that gap, of this old gap. Okay, so until that 50% was my target from this specific gap. I will go to 4-hour chart and I will show you how I determined that it is actually going higher. However, that is that gap holding the market, sending it higher. You can see that perfectly this candle trade the high of the, sorry, higher quadrant of that gap, specific gap. Higher quadrant has been traded yesterday, closed below the 50% of this gap. Remember the gap from the weekly chart, closed below that. So still it is bearish too. But brother, now it is above the constant encroachment. The body still didn't close. This market can fall and close here, and you will be able to see there is just a wick. That wick has traded the upper quadrant of that gap. So still I'm not bullish, I'm still bearish. I would love to keep looking for selling opportunity from my daily chart until it is not going to close above this whole gap. If from the daily chart it closes above this gap, for example, I'm not going to wait for the weekly chart to think that weekly candle is going to close above this high. Instead of that, from the daily chart, I will start to look for buying opportunity by thinking that weekly candle is going to close above that high. I can be wrong. What else can happen? Market will go higher and then it will fall again. Yeah, there will be a week, something like here. Remember, just come until there. Seems like it is going to close. Later it fall and closed over here. So it was an week. I'm absolutely okay with that if it do that. But when the daily candle will go above this high of this gap, I will start to look for buying opportunity. No more sell is valid to me. My first target will be the 50% of this gap, which is an old gap. So over here it is also the last parallel gap. Until the 50% of this gap is gonna be my target, and then we'll see if it can break through this last gap 50% or not. We'll look for that later. Okay, but right now that is not important to me. To that gap is not important to me until it is not going above this whole gap. So still I'm bearish, remember that. I'll just be bullish if I see the market is above this gap. Then I will start to look for buying opportunity. No more sell will be valid to me. From 4 hour chart, if you guys remember, is this that specific gap? I told that from daily chart, I am bullish. From 4 hour chart, I am bearish until it is not going to close above the constant crossment. Not above that gap, above the constant crossment. Until it is not going to close above the constant crossment of this gap, I am bearish. So from my daily chart, I told that I will be bullish from the daily chart, extremely bullish. I would love to look for this market will go higher and trade the 50% of this gap. From 4 hour chart, I told that I'm not going to support the daily idea through my 4 hour chart until the body doesn't close above the constant crossment. If the body close above this constant crossment, means the 4 hour chart is going to support the daily expectation that I would love to go for that 50% of this gap. It's going to support that idea. Remember that gap, that candle has closed above this gap, then we have used the quadrant level of this gap to look for the buy. If you guys remember or not, I don't know, but you should keep that in your mind. However, then this market came here and just consolidating. Yesterday's like price action was a bit messy over here, a bit messy, because it was going up down up down up down. It was doing something like that. Today, I'm not bullish until this market is not going to close above that line here. Until it is not going above this line, I am not bullish. I am extremely bearish. My first intention to look for that quarter level of that specific week. That week has cleared all the lows, but brother, there is no lows. I just keep talking about that because so that you guys can remember, it should close, it should take all the lows. If there is any other swing lows, that has to be cleared and it has to trade some kind of fair value gap. So that is my expectation for today. Can it reach until the 50% of that week at least? And then if it starts to go higher, we'll look for that. But for now, I'm more interested to see can it reach for that 50%. Now, those people who has the problem with the top-down analysis, brother, I don't know how to do this top-down analysis, how to go for the bias. Is that getting clear? I'm am I making something very confusing, or I'm just explaining everything? How you are going to do that? This is how you should do that. You don't need to be right 100%. All you have to do, you have to have an idea how you are going to trade in that specific day. So even though this market can keep falling, I don't care about that. I am going to care until the 50% of that week if this is falling. So when it will reach over here, I will take my decision again. Okay, am I bearish still or I'm bullish now? What I am going to do now? It's gonna be new analysis after reaching in a certain PD array. But right now, how I'm going to determine this is a bearish market? What is the reason for that? Try to take it. It's not something like you will just let this go. Okay, this guy is talking, let him talk. I will come back when he's going to frame the trade. I will just frame the trade. Don't do that. It's the best opportunity to learn the price action, daily bias, higher time frame analysis. I believe, brother, you don't give a shit this free stuff, but this is the best opportunity for you to learn all of these things. If you keep practicing with me, I promise you, brother, one day will come, you will no need me, ICT, anyone else. You will be able to do this by yourself. However, I would love to look for that weak 50% at first as my bias for today, 50%. Then we'll see if it can keep falling or if it starts to reverse from there. From the hourly chart, if you remember here, and there was a gap, small gap from the hourly chart. So from the 4 hour chart, I was bearish. From the daily chart, I was bullish. From the 1 hour chart, I told that if the body close above this gap, which is a reclaimed gap, those people who are my members, they already know how to use this gap. However, this is just for them, this information. You don't need this. If you're not my member, you don't need this. That was the gap. I told that if the body close above this gap, that is going to confirm that that 4 hour bearish gap is going to be broken. Is going to be broken and market is going higher. That is going to confirm that the daily chart is going to be support the idea I was thinking that bullish fair value gap will hold the market, send it higher until the 50% of this gap. That is gonna confirm that the weekly chart is going to reach until here and then it will reverse or whatever it will happen after that. We'll look for that later. It's not important right now. We'll look for that later. If you guys remember, this was that gap. This is how I break from 1 hour, 4 hour, daily, weekly chart. For today, okay, man. Before the new, I mean 9:30, if it reach over here, means I'm going to miss a lot of things. Okay, we'll see. If this candle can close below this constant crossman, then I'll keep looking for the selling opportunity, I guess. But we'll look for that, okay? Because that run I was expecting around 9:30, but I don't know why it is happening. How many? Come on, man. Even the market before the market open, 5 minutes. This is just 5 minute candle. 5 minute candle has already given more than 140 handle. Shit. To be honest, this is. But don't worry, we will figure this out. Okay, we'll figure that out. However, from the 15-minute chart, you see this low and that low. They are the relatively equal lows. Still, that relatively equal lows is my interest to see. Can it fall for this sell side liquidity? I would love to see it can fall for this sell side liquidity over here around this area. Okay. At the same time, it left some buy side liquidity here. Just mark a line. I'm just not interested about this buy side liquidity right now, but if I see this constant crossment of that week is holding the market, sending it higher, maybe I'll look for that buy side liquidity. But if I see the body close below this 50% of that week from forward chart, I'll start to look for the sell side liquidity, which is my first priority. Okay, that's gonna be my first priority. But however, this buy side liquidity is also over there. Just will I have to find out that how the weak constant crossment is going to react. If it is holding the market, I will be bounced back for that buy side liquidity because that was my target initially. That was my target. So from there to there, that was my initial target. After reaching here, I have to decide, is it going to keep falling or is it going to reverse for some kind of buy side liquidity market left. As you can see that the run happened already before 9:30, so I have to wait a bit more to find out, is it going to hold the market and sending it higher again for the buy side liquidity, or is it going to be broken and then it is interested for that sell side liquidity. I have to just wait for that things, okay? But to be honest, I was more interested to look for that sell around 9:30 if it could do that. For example, so not for the 9:30, I'm so sorry. Even if it happened around 9:30, maybe I would miss because we had a news around 10. uh, so yeah, we'll see, okay? But I hope that you guys got the point how you should look for the market. Just this is unfortunate. This happened already. This is just an unfortunate. I hope you guys got the point. Uh, on my right hand side, you can see this is today's new day opening gap over here. This is a new week opening gap from this week. This is the this week new week opening gap over here. This is the old new day opening gap, the sell side liquidity which is aligned with the new week opening gap high. If the market can keep falling for this sell side liquidity, that is the best case of scenario, but we'll see. But right now I don't need to worry about the gaps, new day opening gaps, because you can see there is a big distance. So from here it's kind of 78 handles, so I don't need to worry about that. Out of 78 handles, if I can catch 40-50 handles, it's more than enough. So every gap has a distance, okay? So from here to here it's near about 72 handle. Out of this, whatever I will get, it's more than enough for me. And this is also a huge gap from here. Yeah, we'll see. But just remember, no buy is valid below this box, this whole box. Just below this box, no buy is valid. Let me go to the forward chart one more time. That is the break, so beautiful break. And I still don't know whether body will close. If the body close below this constant crossment, I'll start to look for sell. If the body close below the constant crossment, if it doesn't do that, if the candle reverse and close out this constant crossment, maybe I have to look for that buy, which I'm not interested at all, to be honest. I'm not interested to look for the buy. But if I'm forced to look for a buy, that's gonna be difficult for me to trade. I'm just interested to see if this sell side liquidity is going to be cleared or not. However, yeah, it is what it is. This is the December, I have to accept. I'm not gonna fight with it. That is really weird because, yeah, that's all, brother. I hope that you got something from here. But just make sure that you have pushed the like button. Let me see how many likes did I get. Okay, it's if it is 43 likes out of 125, either either leave the stream. It's a request. Leave the stream. I don't need you, brother. To be honest, those people who doesn't want to give me the likes, not the money. I'm not asking any money to you. Just because of my time, I'm asking for the likes. Now, if you don't even want to give me that, just leave my life. Okay, just go somewhere else and pay them the money, real money. That's good for you guys. So much for understanding. Is either push the like or leave the live. Do whatever you want to do. Okay, so I have 17 minutes left. Just to talk to you guys. I have nothing to do for the rest 17 minutes of the time. But before going over here, see here 14,000. Sorry, 11,000. Not 14,000. 11,442 subscriber. If you guys can make it 450 subscriber, that would be great. So 8 more subscriber will make it for 11,450. Is Mahadi here? T2, here is no sound. Where is no sound, brother? Sound is gone. I didn't say anything. Hey Tamimi, good morning, brother. Kindly take a moment to smash that like button and hit the subscribe. Thank you so much, brother. However, guys, Bullnox has 91% discount. If anyone is interested about Bullnox option 1, you guys can use the code T2 Wizard. Help us. Sound is back now. I was not talking, brother. I'm watching you. Thank you, Madhi, for being here. What about, I mean, where are you right now? You are at home or hospital? Still, you are in hospital, brother. I was thinking to give you the knock, but unfortunately, yesterday I got sleep and then I had some job to do. I just didn't have the time. So I was not able to do that. Are you okay now, brother? Sir, answer the question above. Please read it. That can you please write it down one more time, brother? It's too cold over here in my head. My hand is inside the blanket actually. What happened? I was not talking. Okay. So when I'm saying that it's done, it's done. I was not talking. I was just watching other markets. What is happening? That's all, brother. Subscriber, his man deserve all the support. Thank you so much, Arib. Thank you, man. How do you call your name? I'm your. Can you please tell me that? How can I call you? Arib. Arib is okay. Who has? If you have any question, please let me know. Still in a hospital, Tehran is known as the rank one polluted city in this weather. This is dangerous for me. That's why they asked to stay here. Oh man, I hope you are good, right, Mahdi? I hope you're okay, brother. I can do still fun with you, right? In Europe, we have heaters in apartments. Oh, heaters, brother. The problem is if I use the heater, I will have some kind of bad headache, brother. Unfortunately, I mean the heat made my headache, and it's unbearable. I have to take the medicine to get rid of that headache. So I can't use the heater actually, unfortunately, brother. Hey, Ellie, how are you, sister? It's been a long means long, man. How are you, sister? I have asked the question. Please read that. Speak to write. Text with two comments. I didn't knew about the 6 days new version, so I just analyzed my chart with daily parabolic gap where the market has been closed above inversion parabolic and parabolic gap was not having sell side liquidity part 1. So with this confirmation, the resident data parabolic gap was bullish, but your and mine was totally different. Okay, brother, we can have the different view on the market, and when you will be right, you will try to find out what I was doing wrong, and when you will be wrong, then you will try to find out what was wrong with you. So you will just compare that. Okay, I mean market view can be different. Of course it can be different. There is nothing wrong with that. So the market is left a very smooth area on 25,678 578. Yeah, I saw that. I just marked it as my buy side liquidity here. You see, just told that when it will reach to this 50%, then I have to look for that. But it already happened after Sudipan, you join me later, right? Because we have already talked about this. That fall was unrealistic. That fall I was not expecting is going to happen before 9:30. That was unexpected actually. I'm 60 and you and I know it. Whenever you're running the heater, keep a bowl of cold water nearby and don't have the heater blowing air toward you. Okay? No, actually, I don't. I mean, it doesn't blow toward me because it's to the opposite corner of the room. But I didn't know about that water, cold water. Okay, I will try that, but I'm very afraid of that. Okay, to be honest, brother, because it's unbearable when the headache comes to me because of this heater or like some other reason. If I have any pimple on my face, that headache come back. I don't know why it is, but if there is a single pimple on my face, I fall into that headache trap. And in that moment, it's kind of, if I could die, that would be the best solution. Something like that, brother. So I am very afraid of that, that heater as well. I know I took a break from trading for family reasons. Now I'm back, excited to be here. Welcome back, sister. Welcome back, Ellie. I'm really happy to have you back. Fall is not normal. Absolutely, brother. That fall was not accepted. I mean, expected. I was expecting this fall, but not before 9:30. To be honest, this is kind of already made my thinking already so complicated. But yeah, still we'll try to break it down. We'll see. Before 10, whatever setup I'm going to frame, please don't push the button. If you push the button and it's a boom, don't tell me the boom. Don't tell me that you have taken that trade, because you are a copy trader. Either way, you will be a loser. Today or tomorrow, you will be a loser. I don't need that appreciation where I'm clearly saying that no trade is valid before 10:30. Sorry, before 10 a.m. Now, still there is some good price action. I'll just frame them. It doesn't mean that it's for, according to your analysis, you wanted to take that entry, go for it. Just don't tell me that. It's a request, okay? I will say that, oh brother, why is that? You are a new YouTuber, I'm your viewers. No, that's not my relationship with my viewers. My relationship with my viewers is kind of a family. I spend most of my time with these people. So I don't treat them as a viewers. So you will do shit, you will lose money. I don't care. No, it's not gonna happen. If you lose money, that means I'm seeing that my family members are losing money, and I'm not going to accept that. It's kind of very personal. Okay, sorry, I'm not going to take it as a professional way. This is very personal to me. How much I have to pay for 50K Bullnox account? It's a 91% discount, brother. Just go and check it by yourself. I think that's the best way to check it out. I just didn't know about that. They have the 91% discount. Gave me the mail, so I just put it over there. You have to do it by yourself. Tito, is it okay to now look for buys? I have no reply, sister Mariana. Good morning, Devin. Walaikum salam. Ayhan. Ayhan, hi. I think this fall not happened for the sake of this conversation, so we didn't have sell side liquidity near the current price action. We just have buy side liquidity at 15-minute chart. So I was thinking about the bullishness. What's your view on this? Market only doesn't go for the liquidity because you don't have the liquidity, opposite liquidity. It doesn't work like that way. If your PTRA, that means the higher time frame, is going to support that this buy side liquidity you are seeing from 15-minute chart. This is the buy side liquidity from 15-minute chart. Go to your daily chart. You will not get the buy side liquidity over there. So if the higher time frame is not going to support your idea, the liquidity is gonna kept over there for later use. It's not something like it build the buy side liquidity. That means it can't go for the it can't fall. It's not something like that. However, you told that there is no sell side liquidity. I can see that there is a sell side liquidity around 25,322.50, as well as it has just engineered another liquidity 25 414.50. These two sell side liquidity I can see over here. Walaikum salam, Arif. Hey, Matthew, it is a diamond. I'm a diamond, really? Hey, Big John Viking, good morning, brother. Thanks to big family. Absolutely, man. Okay, Tamimi just gave you the reply, brother. $15.75 maybe for 50K account. Option one. It's gonna cost like that, brother. By the way, guys, Tamimi needs some support. Okay, he's angry. I don't know why, but he's angry. So he needs some mental support. Anybody is here who is single, you guys can help Tamimi. Okay, he needs some support. Mahdi is in sick. I mean, he is in hospital. Tamim is angry. I don't know Sophia is here or not. Like, if Ifel is here. My moderators are gonna crazy. Walaikum salam. Murshad, how are you, brother? Good evening. In Portugal, it's yeah, you can say good evening. And I understand the fall just took place. I also don't know why it happened. I was expecting that fall, but not before 9:30. But it happened before 9:30. It is what it is. This is why Tito is so different to other YouTubers. We truly are a family here. I feel like that way. I feel like that way, to be honest. That's why after a long time, when you came back, I still remember this Ellie Bright is my sister, and she's not here for so long. So I always try to remember my family members. I don't want to forget them. 15 minutes reclaimed. Oh, I told you to make it simple. Don't add more things over here. How many times do I have to tell that, brother? Making things complicated. Why is that? This is very simple logic, simple price action, simple everything. Keep it simple. Don't try to be the master of everything. Even Tito is a gemstone who look for a ring. Madi, you should talk about Tamimi, okay? I think it's a good opportunity now to talk about Tamimi because he's not okay. He's angry. He is now an angry bird. Good morning, Bambosi. How are you? Bambosi. Filter, good morning. Ifel is he also here. Thank you for pushing the like button and subscribe to our channel. I'm late, but I'm here. Good morning. Good morning, Jaid. Okay, Shachin is single. It's not gonna help Tamimi at all. We don't care about the boys. Get out from here regarding of Tamimi issue. Tamimi, don't focus on girl, focus on career. That's a good idea. Let's see what he gave you the reply, Elias. Film yesterday claimed interesting should be bearish. Lol, I'm not angry. I'm all good. He's lying. He's lying. He's lying. Trust me. He's lying. Tamimi, Habibi, come to Thailand. I will help you emotionally. Wow, great offer. Tamimi, the offer from Mariana. You can think about that. Get him a wife. I think that's the only way. He's getting older and he's like unbearable right now. He needs someone. Come inbox Tamimi. Wow. Wow. What was that? What? Okay. I'm going to lose two of my viewers, Marian and Tamimi. One of them is my moderator, one of them is actually my old viewer. So I'm going to lose them right now. They're going to go to the inbox. Come on, man. Bonjour, Julian. Thanks for the penguin, man. I'm checking my inbox right now. It's still nothing. It is just for. Oh man, I'm not doing that. I was saying that Tamim is not okay. So I was asking help from anybody from here. And I already saw that Mariana proposed him to go to his inbox. I can smell something fishy here. He considered the law that just made active ill because of featured with 11:30 m low from yesterday. Yes, sir. I just marked it as my sell side liquidity, and that is my highest priority right now until the 4 hour candle is not going to close above this line. So if you go to your 4 hour chart, this is that 4 hour candle. Until it is not going to close above this line, this candle is going to close around 10. Okay, so just 9:59 candle. If it close below this line, this sell side liquidity is my highest priority. But 9:59 candle closed above this line. I don't know what I will do. I really still I don't know because I really don't want to go for that buy side liquidity. But that will be my only opportunity or only thing I will have, which is gonna be very difficult for me to go against the new week opening gap, lower quadrant, 50%, upper quadrant. All of them I have to go against them. And now that's why I'm saying that if I have to go for the buy, it's gonna be difficult for me to go for the trade. But it's easier for me to think about the fall, much more easier for me to frame the sell setup. Easier means safe. Framing the sell setup is safe for me. If I frame any trade before 10 and you took that entry because you are interested to copy trade, don't tell me that, because no trade is valid before 10 a.m. I repeat that 3 times, I guess. So it's up to you now. It's 9:30 actually. It's gonna be a lot of lines over there. Can I manage it? These small lines, the thin lines are the opening gap. Good morning, Hamad. 25389.50 is an old opening range gap that's not filled yet. 25389. 5389. Wow, that is also awesome, Sujivan, which is going to support my idea that market is going to fall, because the old opening gap is kind of a real liquidity void. It's gonna be a beautiful things for me. I think here. So this candle low, that candle high. Yeah, this small portion is still a beautiful opening gap. We'll see that if it can go for that or not. And market went ahead, trade the lower quadrant of today's opening gap. Just traded the lower quadrant of today's opening gap. Let's see how it is going to react. I have beautiful sell side liquidity here around this area. I have new weak opening gap low, lower quadrant 50%. All of I have the resistance over here. At the same time, I have this new week opening gap. So any kind of sell below this new week opening gap low is valid. Take the sell. But right now, you can see there is nothing. Right? This is the lower quadrant of the opening gap. Sorry, new week opening gap. This is the lower quadrant. And this is the 50% of the opening gap. Today's opening gap. This thinner line, the 50%. Oh no, this is not the lower quadrant of the opening gap. No, it's not. It's the upper quadrant of the week. So I'll just remove it. Give me the time until 10, okay? Because I need to see how the 10 a.m. candle is going to close. If it closes below this line, I'll keep looking for the selling opportunity. I just need to keep these lines until 10. Then I'll make it very clear. But right now, just don't get confused. The bold line is the weak quadrant level. Thinner line is the opening gap. And this medium line is the new weak opening gap quadrant levels. Okay, so just don't get confused. Give me a bit more time. I'll remove them after that. Okay. Good morning, Tahir. How are you, brother? Hey, good up. Good morning, brother. No trade valid until 10. Absolutely, Hamad. Are you going to follow that? To be honest, tell me the truth. Are you going to follow that? Those people who are my members observe this gap, not for this way, that way. Observe this gap, and who are with me for last Friday. Observe this gap this way, okay? I'm patience trader. Okay, I didn't know that. I told you those people who are my members, you are going to observe it, not going to take the trade. Just observe it. If you'd love to take the trade, it's up to you. I don't have any problem, but just observe it. And this high, okay? Look at that high. You know the importance of that high. It's not for taking the trade, it's for observing. Is the first 59, okay? 59. Here. I think very near to the sell side liquidity. So I don't need to 1:1. I don't need to mark. Just sell side liquidity is enough. 1:1. It's not for taking the entry. It's for observing. I'm waiting to see how the 1 minute candle is going to close around that line. Okay, this line. So if the 1 minute candle around 9:59 close above that line, that's gonna be a difficult day for me to trade. If the body close below this line around 9:59, it's gonna be a good opportunity for me to take entries today. You already know, right? How you are going to observe this line. At the beginning, I told that. Hey RP, good morning, brother. How are you? Thanks for the penguin. I love the penguin, man. Hey guys, please push the like button, subscribe to our channel, make it 11,450 subscriber. Make it like that, brother. Come on, please pull. Build build the subscription. No trade is valid before 10 a.m. Let the news run go. Will frame the trade. Okay, please guys, don't break your rules. If you are my member, YouTube member, if you were with me last Friday, observe this gap. The things I explained to you, except why I'm marking it. Instead of that, use all other logics I gave you. And tomorrow I will explain this one as well. It's not for taking trade, it's for observing. Whether it's going to work, I don't give a shit. Don't take the trade. Just observe it for your learning, for finding the way you should look for this reclaimed gap. And that high, just that high, not this high, this high. This is the low, sorry, this is the high of the new week opening gap. See this new week opening gap, small new week opening gap, just struggling to break. You will see the beauty of this gap. It's not for taking entry, it's for observing. Till now we have nothing, not even the first presented gap, nothing here. Man, trading is kind of patience. You have to be patient. The way I show you every day. If you are patient, you are going to get the opportunity to the boom. But you have to take that patience. You have to be patient. Without patience, it's nearly impossible to be successful in this trading. I'm not here just to give you the entry. I'm here to build your career, man. Please focus what I'm giving to you. Those people who think that it's time to go for a trade, they are now regretting. Do you know why? Because this market is not moving anywhere. Why it's not moving anywhere? We have a news around 10 a.m. Wait for the 10 a.m. news. Brother, what should we look for to understand when parabolic will work or not? For example, water block. I will talk about this tomorrow again, Ravi. I mean, not interested to explain it here, but we'll talk about this again tomorrow. Just observe it. There is no price action you will look for here right now. There is no price action you are going to look for right now. Everyone, there is no price action you are looking right now. Nothing. Simply nothing. Look what it left here. Some kind of beautiful things, right? You love it. I know that you love it. Walaikum salam, Wakas. How are you, brother? I'm cool, man. Thanks for asking. Brother, it left it. I would love to go for this small run. Don't do that. Wait until 10 a.m. Just 18 more minutes. Everything can be destroyed. Wait until the time is not aligned with your expectation. First time, then price. I'm just waiting to see if this 50-minute candle can close below this new week opening gap on my right hand side. If the 50-minute candle can close below the new week opening gap, that's gonna give me an opportunity to take the sell. I prefer not to take this sell side liquidity before 10 a.m. If it doesn't take that sell side liquidity before 10 a.m. and 1 minute candle close below this line, I will wait to take a sell. That's all. Easy peasy sell. Here nothing you are observing, Sajib. Chop it till news. Absolutely, Martin. Wait until the news, then take your decision. Until the news, hold your your itchy. Don't itchy. Don't be itchy. Hold it. Hold it, man. Hold it. First it reading, then will came peer reading. Ravi, just focus on this gap and observe this gap. Okay, I'll talk about this tomorrow. So you are going to focus something very specific. How I know that which gap is gonna be important to you. The things I have explained last Friday will go furthermore about the gap, reclaimed gap. Okay, just focus it right now and that high. That means market. It's not possible to take that high before clearing that low or the sell side liquidity. Just think like that way and try to add the things over here with your explanation, with your own understanding. And then later when I will explain, you will just compare. Okay, the 15-minute candle has closed below this new week opening gap. This is a good opportunity to take a sell. Unfortunately, we have a news around 10, so I'm not interested to go for any kind of sell right now. If I wouldn't have this, sorry, what to say, I mean the news around 10, this was my sell from here. From that candle tap to this gap, it's my sell. This is gonna be partial. This is gonna be my target. The stop loss is going to cover the 50% of this week over here. We have news around 10, no trade is valid. Let it go. I don't want to see not even a single body to close below this gap 50% right now before clearing at least this clean lows. This is the expectation. It doesn't mean that I'm going to take this trade. So here, the entry could be from there. If I didn't have the news here, stop loss is going to cover the 50% of this week. So maybe here somewhere around this area. Could take the partial here around there and go for this sell side liquidity. It's not valid because we have a news. Week can go until the 50% of that week, but body can't close above the 50% of this gap. It's not valid until, because we have a news around 10. So that is why I'm not taking this trade. If I wouldn't have the news around 10, that would be my first sell for today. Keep watching the power of this gap. It's not a valid trade. No trade is valid until 10. I keep repeating this word to you guys. Please focus what I'm saying. No trade is valid before 10 a.m. Don't go for the trade before 10 a.m. Let the market do whatever it wants to do until 10 a.m. Then we'll go for the trade. I broke all rules and lost one top step account. What she said every time is 100% safe for all. Thank you so much, brother, for confirming that. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's the thing, brother. Please be careful until the time is not coming to you. Okay. Patience is the key to success in the markets. The most profitable traders are those who can wait patiently for the right opportunities rather than rushing into trade. Trading requires discipline. Absolutely, brother. Thank you so much, Tamimi, for saying this. It's true, brother. I just want you guys to be patient enough until 10 a.m. and then we'll frame the trade. We'll see it is gonna be a winning trade, losing trade, we'll see everything. But until 10, don't focus. Don't try to take any trade. Let it go. What I'm saying here, I'm saying that I'm confident about this trade. I believe that it will take these lows, at least these lows, without clearing the high of this week. I'm so much confident about that. Still, I'm not taking this trade. Why? Because we have a news around 10. It can just simply go higher, take that high one more time, and then fall, clear the liquidity. It can do that. I don't need to take that risk. It's a low probability right now. I don't need to enter into the market with a low probable zone, even though this is so clean to you. I don't care about that. I would love to macro speed 2 minutes left. Mm, it can possible. The run is going to happen around macro. It is also possible, but as we have the news, I don't wanna see any kind of speed before 10 a.m. So if it do that, instead take that sell side liquidity before 10, that's gonna be difficult for us to trade. So I really would love to wait for 10 a.m. and I don't want to see this liquidity is going to be cleared before 10. So around 10, it will go a bit higher, then give me the selling opportunity. I'll take that sell for that sell side liquidity. That is my so far, that is my plan right now. My level of patience went very high since I started watching T2 channel because now I see the price action very differently and it's only been 2 weeks. Thank you, Gurdev. Thank you so much, brother, for that compliment. I'm not here just to give you the entry. I'm here to build your career. That's my intention. That's my focus. That's my everything. So if I am here just to give you the signal, I could do that by taking some money. Okay, give me $100. I'll give you the signal, right? I'm doing all of this thing free just because you can build your career from here. Yes, took the yesterday's 11 a.m. low, but NQ didn't take it. So here is the some divergence. Hmm, that's cool, Murshad. That's cool, brother. That's a cool information. Think that we don't have the news. That could be my entry. I would try to take a partial around 1:1, which is here, I guess. Yeah. I would try to take the partial here, around here, and then hold my trade around here. We have news. I'm not pushing the button. I don't care how confident I am, but I'm not going to take the trade. We'll wait for the news to data to release, then we'll try to take any kind of trade over here, okay? But you can simply see that from 9:30 to until now, market didn't move anywhere. See, just didn't happen anything over here. I don't care. I'm not interested to enter into this market right now. After that big run, market is just consolidating. After that big run, consolidating. Let him finish the consolidation. Use the news for the manipulation. Then we'll enter into the ex expansion. Just give it a bit more time. Thanks for everything, bro. I really appreciate it, man. That's the beauty of T2. Thank you, Amit. Beauty of T2. Thanks for doing that for us, T2. It's premium content, costly, only likes. Yeah, man. It's just costing the likes only. Give me the likes. How many likes did I get? I believe that I got a huge like. Yeah, 108 likes. 200 people are watching, 108 likes. Can you guys please push the like button, please? I'm asking for the likes only. Just a second, guys. I have to join the Portuguese class actually right now. But class is not going to open. I'll just join here and the class will open maybe around 12. I have to join right now because around 10 I will be busy for looking for a trade. So I'll just join right now. It will take like 2 minutes, just 2 minutes. Can I ask how much time? Just a second, brother. Let me actually join the class and then 5 are in this trade. That could be the partial. I would get stopped out to the break even after taking the partial 33 handle partial. I would get stopped out to the break even. However, it's not around the news. I'm sorry, before the news. That is why I didn't take the entry from here. If there was no news, that could be my entry. Would take a 33 handle partial, get stopped out to the break even. Okay, now let me read your comment. That's okay. Hey, good morning, Jin. Hey, good morning, Jen. How are you, brother? I have likes from my two Gmail accounts. Thank you so much, Gurdev. I love you, man. Get that like to viewer ratio up. Let's get them fingers working. Thank you so much, brother. If you can ask you how much time to look you to be disciplined, but it vary man to man, right? If you have a very strong psychology, then you can be like you can overcome them by 1 week. And now, if you are really greedy in yourself or fearful, then it will take forever to be disciplined. It all depends on you. For me, I don't wanna reply to that question. For me, okay, because still I'm struggling. My psychology is not actually that good. Sometimes I do shit, but at least it will take 3 to 4 months. That's for sure. And that is why I built some rules that will help you to avoid the discipline things. You don't need to be disciplined to be profitable in trading. You don't need it. That's why you remember the last Thursday was a holiday, and over there I gave you the foolproof plan where you don't need to think about your psychology. You don't need to think about anything else. Just follow that rules. Payout is the last line. Okay, 4 minutes left before the news. We'll see how the candle is going to close around this line. I really interested to see how it is going to close around that line. So I'm talking about this 4 hour chart. See this 4 hour candle, which is going to close after 3 minutes, and that weak quadrant level. So I want to see it is going to close below the 50% of that week. That's all I'm watching right now. In 1 minute chart, this is that 50%. I'm so sorry because I have a lot of line here. It will be clean, okay? Just after 10, I will clean them. Right now, I need to just remember, I need to see how it is going to close around 10. Analyst live per line 25,448.25. 25,448.25. 8. Okay, so your sniper line is here. Okay, we'll see. Paragon. This is the last trading day of this year. From December, it's the lowest probable area to trade until the second week of February, brother. I'm still here because the price is still reacting so beautifully. Yesterday, the day before yesterday, it was really reacting so beautifully. I'll be here until it is reacting so beautifully. Now, if it is the whole December, I'll be here for whole December. But if I see like 1, 2, 3 days, it's not working, the PDRs are not respecting, maybe I'll take a break or we'll do some other stuff around the live instead of trading. But until now, it's cool. More importantly, from 16th, 17th, 18th of the December, any of them actually caused the bad price action. From most of the time, in through my small experience, like 5 to 6 years experience, I've seen that from 16th, 17th, 18th of the December, any of them caused the bad price action. Sell said, please be taken. So I think you are in a trade. Shouldn't do that. However, best of luck, brother. I hope you'll get your boom. I would love to see how this candle is going to close. If this candle close above this line, if this specific 1 minute candle close above that line, it's gonna be a very bad day for me. But if it close below this line, I'm cool. So let's see how it is going to close. Has to close below that line. There you go. the news candle. Let's see how the news is going to react. This is the 50% of the opening gap, lower quadrant of the opening gap, higher quadrant of the opening gap, 9:30 opening gap. Okay, have an obvious liquidity here. Is too high. More interested to look for this sell side liquidity before falling this sell side liquidity. If it can clear this obvious liquidity, that is the best case of scenario. Let me make it bolder. That is the lower quadrant of the new week opening gap, bold line, and the thick line, opening gap, lower quadrant, 50%, high of the opening gap, higher quadrant of the opening gap. Would love to see it will clear that buy side liquidity first, then give me the selling opportunity. Best case of scenario to take the sell. I didn't frame any trade in between 9:30 to 10. Did I do wrong? Did I do anything wrong? Or did I take my best decision? I didn't trade over here. Judge yourself. 11,444 subscriber. I just need 6 more subscriber to make it 11,500. Sorry, 450, not 500. If anyone here who is not our subscriber, you are welcome to subscribe to our channel. I'm not interested to take any kind of buying opportunity right now. If any of you would love to take the buy, you're welcome. Take the buy. – 50% of the opening gap, lower quadrant of the opening gap, upper quadrant of the opening gap. Any kind of fall right now is my selling opportunity. If it keeps going higher, I will wait this candle to close above this new day opening gap here on my right hand side. When it will close above this new day opening gap, any kind of buying opportunity after that will be my buy for this buy side liquidity. Until then, I'm more interested to think about fall only. Any kind of selling opportunity, I'll go for that sell. Whoever is looking for buy, please take the buy. Please don't copy my trade if it aligned with your entry opportunities, or if it is aligned with your expectation, then go for the trade. Otherwise, just don't copy my trade. Request to all of you. You know what I'm looking for? Anybody can tell me that what I'm looking for right now? Tell me that what I'm looking for right now. It's a very specific thing. I showed you the same entry opportunities last 2 days. The same entry opportunities from last 2 days. Any of you can tell me that what is that selling opportunity? What is I am looking for right now? I'm looking for sell, okay? So give me the reply depending on that selling opportunity. You can tell me what I'm looking for right now. No. A lighter. I have already found the lighter, brother. It's already burning. No, no. I showed you the same entry last 2 days. Last 2 days, the same entry. Yesterday, the day before yesterday, the same entry. Come on, guys. Please try to remember what I showed you last 2 days. Same thing. Just for buying opportunity. Very difficult. I just didn't take it. Remember why I didn't take it? Just I wanted you to take it. That's why I didn't push the button yesterday. Just from these two, these two. Now tell me what I'm looking for right now. Any of you can you please tell me what I'm looking for right now? Now after showing this to you, tell me what I'm looking for. Absolutely true fair value gap. I'm waiting just for two fair value gap. I have this fair value gap here. That's all I'm waiting for, nothing else. Why it is so difficult? First fair value gap, another fair value gap. I have this inverse gap. I'm happy because if I get another fair value gap, I'll wait to see that nobody is going to close above the 50% of this inverse fair value gap because I have the inverse gap here. So yesterday I didn't have this inverse gap. The day before yesterday I had this inverse gap. But did I take the entry from this inverse gap? No. Did I take the entry from this gap? No. What I am looking for? Two fair value gaps. Simple, very easy. Why it is so confusing for you guys? Why you are saying a lot of things? Color? Yeah. I don't look for those type of small, tiny fair value gap, brother. I don't look for them. I'm going to miss the trade. I don't give a shit. But I need that. Remember this gap? I didn't take the sell from that gap. You guys remember? Then what happened? You guys told that I would go for the sell. Then I showed you that how it take that high and then fall, then use this gap. For the members, please remember this gap. If it go close above this gap, take that high or not, it doesn't matter actually, but still, whatever it is going to happen. So this is my sell? Of course not. Mhm. However, I'm going to remove this gap from my 1 minute chart. This is the 15-minute bearish gap. This is the consequent crossment of the 15-minute bearish gap that has been respected so beautifully. Upper quadrant of the opening gap, lower quadrant of the new week opening gap. They all have been traded and then market has been rejected from there. I'm just removing this 15-minute gap from my 1 minute chart. Be a bit clear to see. If you would love to take the buy, go for that. If you want to take the sell, go for that. I'm just trying to show you how to wait and then how to go for the trade. That's all. Mhm. I'm the wizard of SMT, brother. Unfortunately, I don't have the multiple monitor right now. That's why I'm not using the SMT right now. But I think I will take a gap. I'm just not sure about that. I need to build my setup. I need some money. Actually, I have to do a job. I mean, this is a long conversation, but I need some. I need my setup back. I'm bored with one monitor actually. It's a limitation. One monitor means it's a limitation, and I'm limited right now. Mhm. Thank you. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. Hey, brother, Partida. Thank you so much, brother. It's okay, man. If I need the help, I'll of course I'll ask for that. I really appreciate it, man, brother. I really appreciate it, man. Why you're not taking any entries? Because I'm waiting for some specific things. I didn't get that things. Brother, you are going to miss the trade. I don't care. I need what I'm looking for before going for the trade. Oh, 11,447 subscriber. Thank you so much, guys, for being a subscriber to our community. Just would love to see if I can have three more subscribers to make it 450 subscribers. So just need three more subscribers. That's all. Uh, for the height again, what is your question, brother? The question about reclaimed fair value of industry. It was the first fair value formed after it has several point of interest, but there is the gap made before it hit. As to will you clarify? I just marked it. I didn't have any intention to look for this gap because it has already violated the things I should look for. Okay, it has just violated it. I didn't notice that. I just marked it, not expecting any kind of entries from this gap. The main rules has been broken over here. The main rules, we use a gap. as a reclaimed gap has been already broken. So I'm not interested to use this gap to take my entry as an conference. Sorry, what to say? I mean, as an reference. I kept it over here after seeing this. For me, still now there is no trade. If you find any opportunity, take that trade. Go for that trade. I'm in the fair value gap at 1002. That is not a reclaimed potential, right? Only the 106. Yeah, that is the potential. Yeah, of course. It's for your, this gap is important. If you have two fair value gap, then maybe you are in a trade, you will expect nobody is going to close above the 50% of this inverse gap. But the potential fair value gap is this one. This one. That means you can use it as a reclaimed fair value gap. Still it is valid. Because I don't have the market structure shift. So I need the confirmation. I need the breakaway gap. Uchuk. Because I don't have the 22 YT model over here. So I need the confirmation market is going to leave that area with the speed. So I need the bag and I would love to go for the trade from the next entry gap. The next gap below the breakaway gap. I just can't believe this gap to take myself. I can't do that. You guys, I believe that you didn't forget about the premium and discount, right? I don't talk about that premium and discount. It doesn't mean that you are going to forget about that. If I was bullish, that would be the best case of scenario for me to take the buy from this last fair value gap as an inversed way. I'm not bullish. I'm not taking any trade from this last fair value gap to be inversed way after even seeing this. So I'm seeing the reaction from here is going to fall again. I'm interested to see that because my bias is bearish. If I was bullish, that was my buy to the top by expecting nobody is going to close below the 50%. It will keep going higher. I am not bullish. I am bearish. So I'm going to take my first trade from here. If it gives me the entry opportunity, by the way, that's going to be my first trade for today. Target is if the body close below this gap. If it close below this gap, it's going to be my first sell for today. I'm just not sure it will take me or not. If it doesn't take me, it's a bad luck. That's all. If it doesn't take me that, if it doesn't take me, I will have the next opportunity after building two gap. Just remember that if it doesn't take me from here, if you are my member, watch this gap, follow everything I'm showing. It's not for observation, it's for executing by believing the things I have already done. I wish it will take me. If it doesn't take me, it's a bad luck. Doesn't mean that you are going to chase the market. Don't chase the market. Don't push the button here or here somewhere, because you won't be able to put your stop loss with a limited stop, I mean limited loss or risk. So don't chase the market. Doesn't give you the entry, let it go. Wait for the next trend. It will give you at least 1000 opportunity to enter into this market. At least 1000. So do no need to chase the market. Hold it, take it if it give it to you. Didn't give you, you know the next opportunity where it is coming. Every single one of you, I have given you this 10,000s of the time. Again, and again. At least 10,000s of the time. Unfortunately, it didn't give me the entry. Okay, unfortunately, if it would give me the entry, that could be the partial. I could hold the trade here. For your observation, again, aligned the time frame. Sophia, Sophia, okay, I'm going to remove it right now because can I will have to wait for the next opportunity. Okay, so let's see if it can come back. Come back. Let's see. And it has fallen so far. Should I go for that? Should I go for that? Should I go for I'll go for that. It took me on the MNQ. I'm in. Okay. Yeah, those people who are trading the MNQ, they got the entry. Congratulations, those people who are trading the MNQ. Congratulations. And should be honest to, and it has given you the partial as well. After taking 32 handle partial, if you get stop out to the break even, be happy with that. After taking the partial, put your stop loss to the break even. If you take you out to the break even, be happy with that. I took a bit late raised entry. Let's see. All right, now bit risky because market has been rejected from here, but I have seen that it has left the liquidity here. That's why I was trying to take the late entry as well, even though I should not do that. Still, when I have seen this liquidity, market has engineered it. I would love to believe it. I would love to give it a try. But the best entry was from here. That was the best entry. I just took that trade right now because it left the liquidity over here. Just because of that, I am leaving this one. But entry was from there. That was the best area to take that entry. And my stop loss is the best area. I mean, there is no kind of if I could put it here, then that I could get a stop out here, then I can take a re-entry. No, not like that. This is the best area to put the stop loss. There is no excuse for the stop loss. I will add more if I see body close below this gap. I will add more with the candle that will retest this gap. So first the body will close below this gap, retest this gap, I'll add more. The origin high is over here, that should not be taken. Mhm, mhm. I'm leaving this setup just because it left that liquidity. Otherwise, I wouldn't go for this trade. Trust me, guys. I mean, to be honest, the best entry is from here, that candle, where MNQ has given the entry, fortunately, but NQ didn't give. So if I were here in this trade, I would take the partial here. Maybe would get a stop out to the break even, depending on the situation. But when I have seen it has left the liquidity over here, I'm going to believe this high is not going to take in. It can clear that high. There is nothing wrong with that. Of course, it can do that. I don't care about that. But this liquidity market has engineered. I'm more interested to see they will be taken. But if any of you are in this trade, any of you take the partial over here. That should be your partial level. If any of you are in this trade, I'm not asking any of you to go for this, but if any of you are in this trade, take the partial over here. I will add more if I see this gap has been inversed. If it doesn't let me add more here, and at the same time there is two bearish gap, I will add more to the bottom, bottom fair value gap. Can it close above the 50% of this gap? 100% it can close above this 50% of this gap. There's nothing wrong. And by the way, this is the 50% of this opening gap. Right now market is reacting from the 50% of the opening gap, today's opening gap. Just need to see a body close below this gap. That's gonna be a big fall, falling knife. That is gonna be the falling knife. After a body close below this gap, we'll wait for the falling knife. Don't follow my trailing stop loss. It's a request to all of you. Don't follow my trailing stop loss. Don't copy my trailing stop loss. Even don't copy my trade as well. I need to see the body close below this gap so that I will be able to add more. After the body close, if you are in this trade, that should be your partial. If you don't take the partial over here, you are a perfect gambler. Don't do that. Take the partial over here if you are in this trade. Put your stop loss to the break even. If you get stopped out to the break even, be happy with that. It's not a small, it's kind of 32 handle partial. If you are my YouTube member, observe this gap. Not for observing, for framing your trade. Because this is the time not to observe, this is the time to frame the trade. I need an unfilled fair value gap right now, a bearish gap that will be unfilled. That should be your partial. It should be your partial. If you didn't take the partial over here, you're a perfect gambler. Don't be gamble, be profitable. Take the partial over here. It's not small, it's huge, brother. I promise you, man, it's huge. Take the partial over here. Take the partial, put the stop loss to the break even. Maybe you'll get a stop loss to the break even. Be happy with that. It can take that high, not take that high. Now tell me, man, come on, write down the boom. Where is the boom, man? Come on, give me my boom. Man, it's partial, but it's okay. You should give me the boom. Come on. Thank you, guys. Suresh, you are a what to say? I mean, you are just an how to say that? Like, you just came to visit us. So you are not a member, family member. You are just a visitor. So no one is going to take your compliment. Thank you guys for writing boom. Now tell me who are in this trade and got at least the partial. Now you are saying that, brother, that is a run for how many handle? It was a run for 42 handle and you have taken 33 handle out of this 42 handle and you are saying that no, I'm not profitable. Come on, man. Hmm. I'll close this because I'll go for another trade. Okay. Did you see how to wait for the setup and then how to go for the trade? Are you able to do that? Why I didn't take the entry from that gap? And why I have framed the same gap as an entry point? That's not the fact of matter. But here, if you'd love to go for a trade, you have to wait for a two gap. One, two. There is another gap. Take the sell from there. Confident with that. If you don't get it, don't take it. Let it go. I'll wait for the next opportunity actually, guys. Wow, 11,449 subscriber. I just need one more subscriber to make it 11,450 subscriber. Is there anyone who is not my subscriber and would love to join our community? Come on. Yes, I got the partial, brother. Congratulations, Suziban. And having fun, brother. How long we are not taking any losing trade? How long it's been? We are not taking any losing trade. Been long, right? Are you bullish? No, of course not. I'm looking for another selling opportunity. Okay, 223 people are watching, 133 likes. Can you please make it 150 likes, please? Can you please make it 133 likes? By the way, guys, yesterday you guys actually got the Blue Guardian Futures uh, giveaway, right? Still, it is valid, 60% discount. Use the code T2 Wizard. It's gonna cost $40 only. Standard account, 50K account, profit target 3000, maximum contract, 1250 daily loss limit, hard bridge, 2500 maximum drawdown. Okay, it's gonna cost $40, and they're now going to let you trade through TradeObit. If you want projectors, you can also trade through that project. Please use the code T2 Wizard, and the funding ticks still they have the 50% discount. Same code T2 Wizard, and it's gonna cost $38. $38 for your account. Okay, so you have to go to the 50K account, Pro Plus 50K account, go to Wizard, make the cap 1000. If you do that, it's gonna cost like 38, 50% discount. Okay, so 38. If you use the end of the day drawdown, it's gonna cost $45. That's all. No activation fees, nothing. Take Profit Trader, we have 30% discount, and activation fees is back. They are going to give you back the test fee. No activation fees for the Take Profit Trader as well, Wizard. And for the Apex, we have TQT. The code for Apex is TQT. Rest of all them, are you bullish now? No, I'm not bullish. I'm still bearish. You're kidding, brother. It's a bullish market. I don't care. I'm bullish. I'm bearish until it's not going to close above this new day opening gap. If it closes above this new day opening gap, I'll start to look for buy for this buy side liquidity. Until then, I'm bearish. The first candle is going to touch this gap, new day opening gap. If it's a bull candle, and I can mark it as my order block, I'll take the sell from that order block. If the first candle, if it is a bullish candle, trade that gap. I will use that candle as my bearish order block. If it doesn't do that, I don't need to worry about that. I'll wait for the same kind of logic here. Remember, to gap to take the sell, gap to take the sell. I'm not bullish. If you are bullish, take the buy. 449 subscribers. Just need one more subscriber. Very difficult price action. Full week on Nasdaq for me. A lot of consolidation, to be honest. Okay, Polish. But for me, it was so beautiful, right? For last 3 days, actually, including today. It's beautiful for me, actually. And yesterday, I didn't frame not even a single trade. Finally, I pushed the button without framing the trade. But I didn't have any intention to frame the trade yesterday. Yesterday, people frame their trade by themselves till they're profitable. So I think for us it was good. Doesn't mean that it's a good price action. It means that we were lucky to read the market in a right way. If any of you are bullish, take the buy. I'm still bearish. I'm more interested to look for the sell. But the Dow gives us an early warning about the displacement move higher. Man, that's why I told that I'm bored with this one skin. I have to I have to. Oh, come on, man. Ah, I wish I had this on my chart. I'm really so bored. Okay, look, Dow has already confirmed the fall. It has already been confirmed by the Dow. I need more monitor, guys. I don't know. I'm just bored with this bullshit. This was even open that Dow chart, and the way I told you guys, use that information with the Dow chart for betterment, for your betterment. I promise you, you will get lot of things. Okay, not only for taking entries, but also for taking partial, moving stop loss to the break even. Lot of things you'll be able to do that by using that Dow and the information I gave you. Lot of things you'll be able to do that by using that information. If you have multiple screen, please use that one screen, use it for the Dow. Note it for me. No problem, Amit. We'll see if we can find something good, brother. I mentioned earlier, but you didn't see my message. I think I was I was just looking at the chart, brother. Sometimes I don't look at the chat. I think it was in that time, brother. Sometimes I miss the message. So I hope you'll understand, brother. The new gap formed, is it a potential reclaimed since it touched 15-minute fair value gap? Potential? No, it should be prior to 9:30. Now that has done already over here. Has already done over here. You can't look for that. Keep looking for that. In that type of situation, it's going to be every single swing high is going to build the reclaimed gap. I mean, you can use it maybe. I didn't notice, or I didn't see the market like that way, sister, to be honest. I should not say no. I really didn't notice this before. Okay, for me, it should be prior to 9:30, around 9:30, or if you have any news around 10, then around that time. Okay, so that time the highest gap is gonna be important or valuable for me. Thanks for the penguin, Suzivan. I really would love to see how many of you are green today. Ahmad, did you take any trade, Ahmad? Ahmad, did you take any trade, brother? I'm afraid of you because you are my haters. I'm just kidding. I'm not bullish. I'm not taking any buy. If any of you are bullish, take the buy. If I'd love to take the buy, my buy will be above this gap, above this new to opening gap, above this new to opening gap. That will be my buy. I'm still bearish. I'm interested to look for sell. Ahmad, yes, partial and break even on short only made 0.5 hour though. Partial should be 1:1. But is that enough for your profit? I mean, for your day? TPT still hasn't activated my account, so it's still only paper trade. What do you mean by they didn't activate your account? It should be activated by one day. Oh, by the way, guys, give me the congratulations. I have got 11,450 subscribers. On the right bottom top, sorry, right top corner, you can see that we have 450 subscribers. Nobody dares to be your hater except me. We need to block you for hating. Absolutely, Sophia. Somebody please block him. Thank you so much, guys, for subscribing to our channel. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you so much and for congratulating me. Thank you so much, man. Let's do a party. Let's make another profitable trade, and that's gonna be our party trade. I'm not in a rush to go for a trade right now. We'll wait for the next opportunity. It can happen around 11 a.m. If it happens, I'm cool. If I wouldn't have the, if I wouldn't have the, what to say, I mean the news today. If I wouldn't have the news today, that would be my first trade here. That would be my first trade for today. Maybe I would get a partial here and got stopped out to the break even. So 1:1, 36, 36, something like that. 36 handle will take a partial, got stopped out to the break even. As I had the news today, I didn't do anything until 10, and then finally I framed the trade over here from the reclaimed fair value gap. A very specific fair value gap should be, the entry should be here. That is the best case of scenario. But I tried to take it here, took the partial, approach to the break even. That should be trade for today so far. This candle tapped to the new day opening gap. Love to see it can reverse from here, keep falling, or does it would love to go above this gap, closed above this, go for that buy side liquidity. If it wants to go for that buy side liquidity, I'll try to take the buy while the 50-minute candle is going to close above this new day opening gap. Until then, I'm still bearish. At least for this sell side liquidity, then that's that sell side liquidity, finally for that sell side liquidity. If you are bullish, take the buy. So what about those relatively equal highs, London highs and Asian highs? Do you think it has a possibility to go there and take it before dropping again? Sister, I just think replied your comment. If it closed above that new opening gap, I'll look for that high. Until then, I'm bearish because my higher time frame, weekly chart, daily chart, 4-hour chart, 1-hour chart, 15-minute chart, everyone is telling me to look for short. Just that new day opening gap will change my bias. I'll change it. Will try to take that buy, which is a low probability to me. Any kind of buy is low probability to me. 2 more days to wait for me. I'll wait for you, brother. No worries. Take your email from TPT and follow the instruction to activate your funded account. If you don't have any email from them, send them a message. That's cool. That's a good idea. Thank you, Susan. Account limit per month. Oh, okay. Account limit per month. So you have already 5 accounts. Come on, man. What's the deal with those two gaps? I missed the idea. Someone could direct me video gaps. Gaps you were asking about, brother. It was last Friday members only live. If you didn't watch the last Friday members only live, don't worry. Wait for tomorrow. I will do another members only live tomorrow. Not a promise. I'll try my level best to do that. Um, I'm really so happy today because, brother, 11,450 subscribers. I never expect that I'll get it by today. But thank you so much, guys, for subscribing, and thank you so much for making it 150 likes. Thank you so much, okay, for making it 150 likes. Need 8 more subscribers. I mean, sorry, 8 more likes to make it 150, and I know that I'll get it. Why the market is so dramatic right now? And this is December. You have to accept that. December, it's not allowed for anyone to trade. Still, we are breaking the market, and you don't want to give me the time, the market to frame a setup. Oh man, come on, be generous to the market. Mahadi, are you here? I see an SMT with yes on 50 chat. Congratulations for your SMT, brother. Sophia, just observe it because as I told, okay, I really don't know it should work from here or not. I really don't know, okay? Just observe it if it works like that way or not. If the same thing happened from here or not. I'm just asking you to observe it, not to take the entry, because I didn't observe it, never ever. Two gaps, then go and watch the day before yesterday's live. I think it's on it was on Monday live. Come on. I missed my mother's call. Possible. A lot of things, man. A responsible guy has to think about a lot of things. Thanks, brother. As always, I can count on you. Sure, man. আসসালামু আলাইকুম আম্মা। এই জায়গায় ছিলাম, আমি তোমার কল টের পাইনি। আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে বাবা। Not a trade idea. I'm bearish. I'm still looking for sell, but need something more clean. Not like this type of price action. A bit cleaner price action. If you just observe it, because sister, as I told, I never observed it like randomly. I didn't observe it, but you can observe it. Okay, so yeah. Let's see London close move anytime now. Okay, even though I'm looking for sell, there is no sell setup yet. At least not for me. If I stop coming here in online in live streaming, you guys will miss me as a brother way. So I know it algorithmically, but I'd like to look at orders that were traded, and on the fall at 9A was basically zero liquidity, that it would seem big money wants to correct that area. Of course, you can think about that, brother. If you want, you can think about that. Think like that, not about. Miss, of course, we have to do our job, but it is always great to have a supervisor partner. Okay, man. Thank you so much. I don't want to see anybody close above this 50% of this week. Nobody should close above this 50% of that week. If it close this candle close above this line, there is a possibility I'll get a stopped out, which has already done. So the first time I'll get an opportunity, I'll move my stop loss. This is the first opportunity. If this candle can close below this candle, I'll put my stop loss above that candle, because now it's now a low probable area to hold this trade. Can use as a reclaimed lines and keep going higher one more time, then it can start to fall. And it's on low probability right now, but right now I can't move my stop loss. What I should do, I should close the trade. I can't close the trade if I am already in a trade. So what I do, I trail the stop loss instead of closing it. First time, if I see a body close below this candle, I'll move my stop loss above that candle. So it has actually. I should put my stop loss above that candle, two handle, three handle above that candle, because it is the candle that has validated this quadrant level as an inversed way. So I put it above here. I didn't notice, but I should put it above this candle, which has validated this as an inversed way, and plus some one tick, two tick, one handle, two handle, just for the weak damage. And weak can did the damage. You have to be careful about that. Already got a stopped out over here. So I'll take re-entry when it will fall and close below this area. I'll take re-entry. Same area I'll take when it will close below this area. It provide me that, doesn't it? So unnecessary. If the body close above this new day opening gap, then and only then I'll start to look for buy. Until then, I'm still bearish. Just tried to use this quadrant level for myself, so I just didn't say anything to you. No, nothing at all. Just tried to catch that run from this quadrant level of that week for my learning. So of course, you guys know that this is not something I usually take entries or something like that. But yeah, this is just for my learning. Use the quadrant level of a week as an inverse way. Try one more time for myself. In the meantime, if I find any beautiful setup, I'll of course talk about that. I'm just not bullish. I'm still bearish. That's all right. But here there is no entry yet. You know that, right? I don't talk about that quadrant level inverse way. I never talked about this, right? Because some of you are new, they can think that okay, this guy is just showing something. I never did it for you guys. I was just this for myself to understand if I can use it. Like you can't, I can do it or not. Yesterday also I did it exactly from here. Yesterday, if you remember, that was the fall I took from that weak quadrant level. Remember, took the buy from the order block, didn't work, then used this weak quadrant level to take the sell yesterday. This is just for me. I even didn't say any of you to go for the trade. I didn't explain it. I just pushed the button. The same thing I was watching over here with that quadrant level didn't work. Yeah, Hamad, I didn't explain it never ever. It was just for my understanding. This is how I learned the things. To be honest, everything I shared you, I first try to study that thing. So I'm now studying the quadrant level. If I find something very good, then I will start to explain about that. But like yesterday it worked, today it didn't work. It doesn't mean that I will stop doing this. I will keep doing that for some more days. Find out that if I can use the weak quadrant level as an inverse way to take my sell or buy. I'm just studying that. Thank you, part trader. See you, brother. A bit bad price action. I mean, not moving anywhere. That's the problem, brother. Why it is going slowly higher? It should be falling. I don't see any relatively equal highs over here, sister. All I can see that this high has been cleared over here, and this high has traded the new day opening gap. This high failed to take the extreme high. That's all I'm seeing. I don't see any relatively equal highs over there. If this high didn't trade the new day opening gap, then I would see this is an obvious liquidity. Will be cleared that obvious liquidity, trade this new day opening gap, then I'll look for sell. But what happened here? This high, market has cleared by that high. This high, trade the fair new day opening gap, fall, made the obvious liquidity, go back again, failed to take the extreme high. Now it will start to fall. I'm seeing like that this way. But just waiting to see an opportunity here to take the sell, because I don't have any opportunity. I have only opportunity that is called chasing the market. I'm just not interested to chase the market. But I really don't have any idea how can I frame that fall. I'm so much confident this sell side liquidity is going to be taken until it is not going to close above this new opening gap. I just don't know how to catch that run because it's not giving me any entry opportunities. The price is a bit, you see, messy price action, like not forming the fair value gap, not forming any order block, nothing. Just a bit messy. So I'm a bit confused. How can I catch that run? By the way, I'll actually look this on. Please don't take the entry over here. I'd love to see that if it works or not. Okay. I think I told you that if I got stopped out for the first time, I'd love to go for the trade for the second time. Just not pushing the button, I'm just observing it, okay? It would work or not. For the first time, it didn't work. For the second time, it would work or not. Okay. This time, it would work. That's cool. I'm happy. This is just for my observation. It's not for any of you to take the entry. I tried this time, it didn't work. I would love to take it immediately. I would love to use it on until that week is not taken. That week has been built by that swing low. The high is over here. So until it's not taken, can I use it as a reclaimed inverse way the quarter level. However, those people who are interested to take the entry now, it's an opportunity. I think finally it has built the opportunity. Two gap, one is here, one is there. The first trade for today. First trade for today. The first trade for today. The previous one was for the members only, people only, not for everyone else. The trade for everyone. The first trade I'm going to frame for today. But brother, it's a deep discount. Don't teach me the discount and premium. It's a request. I wish it will take me. Doesn't. It's just bad luck. First trade for today. This is the first trade for today. I repeat, this is the first trade for today for everyone. Not for copying, for observing. If it is according to your understanding, then take it. If it is not, don't take this trade. I don't wanna see anybody close above the 50% of this gap, this big gap. Nobody should close above the 50% of this big gap. Just cover the breakaway gap. It should be work as a breakaway gap. Going to remove these quadrant levels. Stop loss is above the breakaway gap plus some ticks, some handle. So if it would love to go over here, we can did the damage. Just don't wanna get stopped out over here. According to the premium and discount, here to here, this market can maximum reach until this 50%. That is the maximum line. This market can go higher. So my stop loss covered the 50% of that equilibrium according to the premium and discount. Here to here, it came to the deep discounted area. Deep discounted area. Mark this low and the high. You'll be able to see that this is the deep discounted area. When it came to this deep discounted area, more interested to see the low is going to be cleared. Don't want to see anybody go above the 50% of this equilibrium of that range. This is the discounted fair value gap. Market should work with this discounted fair value gap, but we can read the damage, can reach until here. I don't have any problem. If any of you are in this trade, that should be your partial. You can take your profit over here to the sell side liquidity around this area. If you want, you can try to take that, close your trade over here if any of you are in this trade. I'm going to remove this premium and discount leg. Just remember the 50% of the breakaway gap is aligned with the 50% or the equilibrium of that range. If this market would love to go higher, maximum it can reach until the 50% of the breakaway gap. Wick can go until higher, a bit higher, but bodies are going to respect the 50% of this breakaway gap because of the equilibrium of that discounted, of that range. Not asking any of you to copy the trade. If you feel good, it is according to your analysis, then go for the trade. Otherwise, don't take this trade. I want to see it will work with this gap actually, but it is what it is. It came until here, very fortunate. And that inverse gap, the last gap didn't hold the market, very bad. I wish it's not going to stop me out. We can did the damage, and I hope not going to did the damage. Because I put my stop loss randomly over here. I really don't know how long this week will go above this gap. I have no idea. So I just randomly put it over there. Best is above the candle which has built this breakaway gap. Above that candle, that is the best area to put it. I just randomly put it over here. Tough price action. The lower quadrant of the new week opening gap, a strong resistance. Let's see if it can react as a resistance and send the market lower or not. I repeat again, my stop loss is randomly put over here. The best is above this high. I just didn't take it that risk. Weak can did the damage. If it do that, okay, it has done that. My bad luck, and I'm absolutely okay with that. We'll try to take re-entry when it will close below this gap. Weak did the damage. I'm okay with that. Best is above this high, but it's gonna be a bit more because until here it's 30 handle, acceptable for me. Got stopped out. We'll try to take re-entry from this gap. Again, the body will close below this gap. We'll go for the re-entry over there. If it doesn't fall, keep going higher. Not going to take any trade. Tough price action. Love to see if I put my stop loss above that candle, would I get stopped out or not? Now safe because like this line plus two tick, three tick, or two handle, three handle. Now safe. Let's see if I would do that. Would I get stopped out or not? I would get a stop. No, Hamad, you can't force the market. This is December. You have to accept it, brother. It's weird. You have to accept it. So for the first time you have found the opportunity, you should go for the trade and then stop over trading. That's all, brother. Until the high is not taken, this high is not taken, you try to take the selling opportunity here until the high is not taken. Stop over trading, Hamad. Stop over trading, brother, please. The the every single day, okay, from now to until 2nd February, every single day this market is gonna be much difficult. Every single day. Tomorrow's price action is gonna be much more difficult rather than today. The day after tomorrow is gonna be much more difficult rather than tomorrow. Every single day will approach, price action is gonna be difficult. You will see that PDR is not working. It's not moving the way it should move. It is just consolidating. It is going without any setup. It will start to react like that way every single day. So don't force the market. Don't overtrade, brother. I'm warning you from the beginning. From December, 1st of December to 2nd February of the new year is the lowest probable area to trade. Still, you are able to trade until 16th, 17th, 18th of the December. You are still able to trade, but you have to be very careful every single day. PDRs are not going to respect the way you are expecting it is going to respect. It's not going to happen. If you don't stop over trading, no, nothing is gonna make you profitable. You have to stop over trading. You got your profit, get out from the market. That's all. Very simple logic, brother. Other days where there is good probability, from 2nd February to until the December, the whole year is an high probability, except the last week of August. Go over there and do something over there, but not here. This is the second attempt for me, for today, for everyone to go for the trade. So first attempt didn't work, got stopped out with 29 handle. This is gonna be the second attempt today. Go for the trade. If the body close below this gap, we'll take re-entry. So two entry, only two entry. First entry didn't work. Second entry going to approach to see if it works or not. Market went higher, taken all the liquidity, fall, build a swing low, went higher, fall, market structure shift, fair value gap, entry fair value gap, breakaway gap, trade the fair value gap, this one, got stripped out because I'm not able to put my stop loss above that high. We'll go for the next trade when it will close below this entry fair value gap, reclaimed entry fair value gap. If you are already profitable, don't try to take a re-entry. Just let it go. If that was your first entry, for example, that was your first entry, you have to give one more try. Wherever the candle will close, that is going to be my entry. Wherever the candle is going to close below this gap, that's going to be my entry. I'm not going to wait for the retest to this gap. If the body doesn't close below this, no trade is valid to me. I want to see a body close below this gap first. Not even a single candle should close above the concurrent crossment of this breakaway gap. I will cut through all of these candles. They're not over there. If another body close above this concurrent crossment of this breakaway gap, will not go for the resell from this gap. I need to see this is just kind of something cut through the candle, as we are not the supply and demand trader. We'll cut through all of these candles and going to use these two gap the same way we have used for the first time. Those people who are thinking about buy, please take the buy. And I have just 5 minutes left. Let me go. By the next four candle, if I get the entry, I'll take that entry. By the next four candle, without closing above the breakaway gap, 50%, that dashed line. First candle will close below this gap. It's a best entry opportunity. Should be next four candle, 1 2 3 4. First candle, second, third, fourth. Within fourth candle, it has to close below this gap. That run was unnecessary run, to be honest. Candle. No trade is valid after 11:30. either this candle or the next candle. If this any of these two candle doesn't close below this gap, no entry is valid anymore. Either this candle or the next candle has to close below this gap. Go for the trade. Otherwise, I will not go for any kind of trade before the PM session. Lunch hour, no trade is valid. If this candle close above the breakaway gap, then that means no other opportunity. Done. Breakaway gap considering crossman is broken, no trade is valid anymore. Last candle. If this candle failed to close below this gap, I will wait for the PM session. This is the price action for today. Before 9:30, boom. Consolidation, consolidation, consolidation. Lot of consolidation. Another boom. Consolidation. Still consolidating the market. Every single day is coming ahead of you. You will be able to see this type of price action. Every day it's gonna be very bad. This is how this December is going to work. So if you are profitable, for example, you took that first sell. What was that? Remember? I don't remember. I think here. If you would take that first sell 33 handle, you are done for the day. Don't try to re-enter into this market. Please don't do that. First sell, done. No more trade is valid. Stop doing all of the things you are doing. Do something else. This December is so difficult to trade. However, most of the people are not going to read the market in this time because this is not going to respect any PDRA. Didn't give me the entry. However, yeah, that's all. I think if I were in this trade, that's the only sorry, losing trade over here. And that weak quadrant level I can use as a reclaimed way. That is the learning part. That gap, how to use it, you got that point as well from this gap. Anybody has any question? I have got 196 handle today. Congratulations, brother, for your 196 handle. If you could hold it for 4 more handle, it would be 200 handle. Come on, brother. Just for 4 handle, you missed that 200 handle. Please take a moment and give the like. Please do that, guys. Like 149 likes. Just need one more likes to make it 150. If there anyone who didn't push the like button, please push the like button. Hey, will you stream PM session? I'm already in a class actually. My class has already started, I guess. And I'm just learning the Portuguese language course. Okay, so I'm already in a Zoom meeting. Just muted it and my video is off, so I have to join to that class. Brother. No problem, Ajay. We have got the 150 likes. Congratulations, Tito, for getting that 150 likes. Congratulations, Tito, for your 11,450 subscriber. Very soon you are going to get 11,500. Don't you? Did you blow any account today, brother? And today is 45% green. That is gonna happen every single day if you don't stop over trading. If you stopped after that trade, the first trade after 10:30 a.m., I told you so confidently, if you would stick with that one trade, you all of you would write it down like green, 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 green. You keep over trading, you keep losing. Buy didn't work, sell didn't work, buy didn't work. It is going to happen like that way every single day from now. Thank you, Phil. No, I'm not coming back around the PM session. I'll just do the Portuguese class, brother. No blowing, but in severe rate after 2 losses. Don't over leverage, brother, don't you? Come on. I have no active account to blow. Congratulations, Matthew. Sophia, did you blow any account today? Or did you stop after you stopped over trading? Thank you, T2 class. 2 plus. Oh, Sophia, thanks so much. Please don't blow the account. Every single day from now on, you will say that I'm wrong. Every day. The day you will approach, most of the time you will be able to see that I'm wrong. Because it's not going to work. The first one or two trades is the high probable trade. Rest of the time, let it go. Don't overtrade. Just for this December and January, this 2 month is low probable day. However, guys, I think it's done for today. Okay, just that run I wanted to catch that happened already before 9:30. That was the heartbroken scenario was over there. Like when I was just explaining the price here, the market started to fall and make it shit. However, maybe next day is a good day. Thank you so much, guys. I should not have taken the last trade today because I was up 350, then give it all back. How many times do I need to repeat these things? Stop over trading. If you make some profit in one account, either switch the account or stop trading. And I'm really so tired, okay, by repeating this one thing. One win, stop. Two loss, stop. Please, 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 please. If you need the payout, if you don't need the payout, do whatever you want to do. I have no problem. But if you need the payout, one win, stop. Two loss, stop. Don't go more than 3 micro contract. Don't target $5,000 by one trade. Target 200, $300, something like that. 20, 30 handle, something like that. That's all you should target. Follow these things. You will go toward the payout. If you wanna violate these rules, you will go toward the blowing account. Simple, brother. Please, please, man. Stop blowing the account. Stop losing the money. Follow the things I'm saying. Gift you to the boom. Thank you so much. Thanks to no problem, RX. Still profitable. Thank you for the knowledge. You're most welcome, Jiman. Jiman goes, just stop over trading, brother. If price closes up new to opening gap, I will look for buy. Me too. But I don't think so it's gonna happen. However, if it happens, then try to take it. But not now. Don't try to trade this. My brother, the thing is going to happen to you. You're going to blow the account. That's gonna happen if you keep trading. Now rest is your decision. Thank you so much, guys, for being over here. See you tomorrow. Yeah, see you tomorrow. Until then, cheers, guys.